Okay, hello everyone. I hope you're all well. My name is Patrick Strefford and I teach international relations at Kyoto Sangyo University, at the International Relations Faculty of Kyoto Sangyo University. So today I would like to give you a very short introduction to international relations. Now, most of my students are non-native speakers, so they are studying international relations in English. So my main purpose really is to explain some difficult topics in a way that is easy for them to understand. So I try to simplify the language I use as much as possible. Now, of course, sometimes this is very difficult to do, but what I want you to do today is to see how we can study something difficult in a language other than your own language, okay? So please don't stop the video halfway through to check some vocabulary, some words. Please watch all of it and try to understand as much as you can. And then maybe watch a second time, and the second time you watch, you can use a dictionary to help you understand. But I think it's good to have a challenge and to try and understand just from the content of this video. So I will use a PowerPoint presentation to help you to understand. Okay? So let me just pull up the PowerPoint presentation for you. And so the question we will start with today is, what is international relations? And we call international relations IR, international relations. So let's first look at these two words, international relations. So we can say, of course, the meaning of inter is between or among. And national, of course, is nation or group. And relations means some kind of connection or some interaction. So if we think just about human relations, not international relations, just human relations, we can say that it's some connections or some relations or some interactions between or among people. It's easy, yes? So, international relations, then, connections or relations or interactions between or among groups of people from different countries, like this. Now, who are the main players or the main actors? Well, if we look at this sports, we can see we have some players, and we could also call these actors playing the game of sports. We'll use this analogy of sports later too. Well, in the case of international relations, there are many groups, but states are the main actors, the main players. And that is who we will look at today. Now, what do they want? What do states want? Well, in some ways, they want the same thing we want, which is peace and security. If you look at this baby sleeping like this, then of course this baby has such a high level of security, they can sleep so well. But of course, states also want success and prosperity, just like us. And states want development and progress. And states also want independence and freedom and choice, just like us. Now, we could think now about how do states get this Well, we can separate this into two kinds of games. And of course, there's a win-win game, and this is where both sides win. So we can see here that these are playing a win-win game. This side wins and this side wins. But we also have another type of game, which is a win-lose game. So obviously in this game, there's one winner and one loser. We also call this a zero-sum game. And we can say that this is some kind of cooperation, and this is some kind of conflict. So if we go back to the types of relations, the connections or the interactions, then we could think in our own lives about these kind of family relations or friends relations or relations in the community. And are these cooperation or conflict? Well, of course, they're mostly cooperation. Conflict does happen, but conflict is quite rare. And then we have this other kind of interaction. So we could say, talk about a kind of trade or an exchange. And is this a kind of cooperation or is this a kind of conflict? Well, of course, it's cooperation too, yes, because both sides must agree to the trade or they must agree to the exchange. How about sports? Is sports cooperation or conflict? Well, of course, within the team, we have high level of cooperation, yes? But how about between teams? Is this conflict? Well, kind of. But we don't usually call it conflict. We usually call it competition. And the reason for this is that competition has rules. And competition also has a ruler, a boss. And the players must follow the rules, and the players must follow the ruler. And of course, society is the same, isn't it? In societies, all societies, we have rules and we have rulers. And of course, all citizens must follow these rules, and all citizens must follow the ruler. And of course, with this, we create order. And of course, order is another way of saying peace. So how about international society? Do we have rules? Well, that's a very big question. But we can simply say, yes, we have some rules. The next question, of course, we should ask is, do we have a ruler? And of course, this is also a very big answer. We can answer very simply that no, we don't have a ruler. And so this gives us some indication of something important in international relations. And this important thing is anarchy. And because there are no rules, because there is no ruler, we have no order. And anarchy means no order. And of course, we should say, really, in international relations, we have some rules. So we don't have complete anarchy, but we have some kind of anarchy. So what does this mean for us? Well, it means, of course, we have high risk and we have danger. And this means that our states want security. So in international relations, a state's primary purpose is security. Now, of course, this takes us to a very important question, which is how do they do that? How do states get this security? That we will talk about in another short lecture. Okay? So, that was a short introduction to international relations, and especially to this idea of anarchy in international relations. But of course, there is much, much more to learn. So, thank you very much, everybody, for watching this video. If you like this video, and if you want me to make some more, please click yes, like.